What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is day 13 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the 30 days of wholesaling houses, I decided every single day for the month of May to drop a video teaching you step by step how to flip houses in your city. Now look, the information that I'm giving out on this YouTube channel on a daily basis is highly informative. It is highly valuable, and I hope that you are taking advantage of the information that I'm putting on this channel. Now with that said, if this happens to be your first video on my channel, number one, welcome. Number two, I highly recommend that you start in day one of our 30 days of wholesaling houses, simply because I would like for you to go step by step on the learning process so you can get number one, informed, and then number two, caught up on the entire process so you can start making money flipping houses. And by the way, for those that don't know me, my name is Saenz. I'm a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I actually started my real estate journey at the age of 18. And over the last few years, I have just crushed business, especially wholesaling real estate, and I have literally created a life that I never would have imagined, but because of real estate wholesaling, real estate in general, it has allowed me and gave me the vehicle necessary to achieve a level of success that I always dreamed of. So look, I know a lot of you guys want to make your first 6 figures, your first 7 figures, and real estate can be that vehicle if you just apply yourself. And in this channel, I'm showing you step by step how to do that exactly, and not just how to do it once, but how to do it consistently, where this can, number one, overtake your current job so you don't have to work a 9 to 5, and then number two, create a life of your dreams where you don't have to work for anybody but yourself. Now with that said, it is day 13, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Let's go. Guys, so today's video is going to be about cold calling, how to do it right, how to do it in general, how to get results, and how to do it consistently so you can make $10, $15, $20, $30, $50,000 a month. So look, when I first started my first year in business, which was 2016, I closed 12 deals for $120,000. Now that was a mix of Craigslist, Zillow, Bandit Signs, direct mail. But guys, I'm just gonna keep it real. What helped expedite my journey was not Zillow or Bandit Signs or even direct mail. Now although all those strategies work tremendously, and I suggest that you do them if the budget permits, when it came to me and my business, especially in Phoenix in a highly competitive market, I had to choose a marketing that, number one, was scalable, effective, consistent, and predictable. And what that curiosity led me to was cold calling. And in today's video, that's exactly what we're gonna talk about. So the answer to the question, the answer to the video, how I got to my first 100 deals in real estate was cold calling. Cold calling is one of the best marketing strategies that you can choose. It is the best entry-level marketing. What I mean by that is that anybody can do it. You guys are probably watching this on your cell phone. Guys, it's the best entry-level marketing. It's easy to do. Everybody has a phone. Chances are you're probably watching this video on your cell phone. The concept of cold calling is very easy. It's so easy that even other people can do it in different countries. In real estate, a lot of real estate investors utilize VAs, aka virtual assistants, to cold call for their business for one goal and one goal only, to generate leads, which eventually turn out to be deals. Another reason why I love cold calling and why I adopted this in my first and second year in business that led me to my first 100 deals in real estate was the fact that it was proactive marketing. Now hear me out. There is reactive marketing, which under that umbrella, you would consider your Bandit Signs, your direct mail, your RVMs, your text messages, all these different marketing strategies. That is reactive marketing. You do it and then you wait and pray and just hope that that seller contacts you. I don't know about you guys, but I like to be proactive. I like to be more in control of my effort, my actions, my intentions, my attitude. So I love the fact that cold calling is proactive marketing. You can set aside 4 to 6 hours a day, and that's the only thing that you're doing. You're cold calling, you're generating leads in an attempt to get more real estate deals, in an attempt to make more money in real estate. Another reason why I love it is because it is immediate human interaction. If you send a campaign of direct mail or you put Bandit Signs, you're in receiving mode. So if you send out letters, you're waiting for them to call you. with cold calling, I am in control of who I talk to and how many people I talk to. If I get a no on my first phone call, I'll call again until I get a yes, and I get a yes, and then I get another no. So the process keeps going because you are in control of your effort, you're in control of the calls that you're making, and you're in control of your marketing. So enough about why you should cold call. If I didn't sell you in those previous minutes, I don't know what to tell you. Now, a question you want to ask yourself is, Alex, what list should I cold call? And that actually varies. The number one list that I would personally cold call, especially if you're on a budget, which I've been there myself, would be my driving for dollars list. Now, aside from your driving for dollars list, if you have a little bit more money to play with, you watch, I think it was video 5 or 6 on how to pull a list. You've pulled a list, you have 2,000 to 5,000 records. Then, and by the way, if you haven't watched that video on how to pull a list and what list I recommend, go back into I think 5 or 6 and watch that video on how to pull a list and how to skip trace it. But I would do an absentee owner occupied list to cold call. Question number 2, where do I get numbers to cold call? Again, go back in the videos, pull a high equity absentee list, and then skip trace it with needtoskip.com. Again, needtoskip.com is the number one skip tracing company that I personally recommend. And because of needtoskip.com, it allowed me to get my first 100 deals in real estate, because a lot of people, where they mess up is they go cheap on their data. And when you go cheap on your data, your foundation of the business, it literally creates a lag effect where you get less contacts, you get less amount of leads, you get lesser quality of leads. Now your sales guys, or you if you're a one-man show, you're not talking to quality prospects on a regular basis. Now if you skip trace with a company like Need to Skip, they have supreme premium data. So then your whole business is going to flourish because you have good phone numbers, you're getting good contact rates, you're talking to the right people, and you're generating consistent leads. And when you generate consistent leads, you get consistent deals. So make sure that you use needtoskip.com. I highly recommend it. The link is in the description. Another question that you're probably asking yourself is, Alex, what do I use to make calls? Number one, if you're on a budget, I did it for a handful of months, is I just called from my cell phone. I have it right here. I would go on my Google Voice app because I didn't have money. Eventually, I started using my CallRail app, and I started making cold calls directly from my phone. Now, that's something that you can do consistently. If you don't want to get overwhelmed with the massive amount of leads, I recommend that you call your driving for dollars list. Just get a really quality list by driving out in the field, looking for vacant properties, skip tracing them with Need to Skip, and then you cold call them individually with your cell phone. Now, if you have a budget to invest into your business, what I recommend to do is to get an auto dialer. Now, in essence, what an auto dialer is a predictive dialer. Say you have 10,000 leads. If you start calling individually with your phone one by one, it's going to take you forever to contact 10,000 leads. Now, with a predictive dialer, which I'm going to recommend the service that I use here shortly, with a predictive dialer, it allows you to call anywhere from 3 to 5 people at a time. So the dialer is calling 5 people at a time. Whoever answers, you pick up. I recommend to call 3 people at a time max. So say you call 3 people, one answers, you start the conversation with them, which I'm going to be going over a short script here shortly. And then say somebody else answers while you're on the call, but it's still dialed them. The message will say something like, hey, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Let me call you back. So then when you finish the number 1 call, the dialer will call them back. Now it seems more organic, so then you don't mess up any leads. But an auto dialer in essence really just helps because it dials 3 people at a time. So it allows you to literally do 3 times the amount of calls that you can within a 4 to 6 hour period. And by the way, I recommend calling for 4 to 6 hours a day if you're using an auto dialer. It's not about how much time you do, it's just about consistency. So if you can do 4 to 6 hours a day, you're gonna make 6 figures this year, I promise you that. Now, the service that I recommend for a phone dialing system is ZenCall. Now, ZenCall is a huge predictive dialer company that allows you to do any from 3 to 10 calls at a time. Again, I recommend 3 max. But ZenCall is a highly effective dialer that you can use in your business. Now, what we did for all our all-in community a few months ago was we negotiated a group pricing. Now, if you go directly to zencall.com, you're gonna get charged anywhere from $140 to $200 a seat. But because we said, hey, ZenCall, we have hundreds and hundreds of people that want to use a dialer, give us a good pricing. Now, if you go directly to allindialer.com, not only do you get $90 a seat, but you get the special pricing that literally nobody else can get by just going to allindialer.com. You can find the link in the description, but that's something that we did for our community, and I want to extend that out to you guys. All in Dialer, aka Zen Call. It's not our dialer, it's just a link that directs you there that gives you the $90 a month pricing. But $90 is extremely cheap, especially when it comes to an auto dialer. But you can go directly to allindialer.com and get that pricing by just submitting your information on the site, and start multiplying the amount of calls that you're doing daily by utilizing technology, aka a dialer. Again, cold calling is definitely the way to go if you want to get consistent leads and consistent deals for a great cost. Again, proactive marketing, easy, cheap to get started, and it is direct to seller, which gives us immediate yes or no's. Guys, so when it comes to lead generation, a lot of people overcomplicate this. So we're going to direct our attention right here to this simple seller script. And by the way, before we dive into this, I just want to let you guys know that you guys can actually download the script. The link is right here, and it's going to be in the description. So just click on the link, go to the website, insert your email, and you're going to get emailed not only our script, but a few other gifts that I have for you guys. So click the link below and get your free script. So guys, keep it simple. A lot of people just overcomplicate this. I'm gonna teach you guys something that I learned that changed the game up for me. It is called the assumptive approach. Assume that the seller is them. So check out how this sounds. Hey, is Alex there? Click. Most people hang up right there because there's a lot of robocalls, there's a lot of spam calls. People don't like to pay their debts at times, so they don't want to be dealing with somebody that's asking, hey, is Alex there? Is he available? That is super monotone, super robotic, so do not use that approach. The approach that you want to use is called the assumptive approach, and instead of, hey, is Alex there? You're going to say, hey, Alex, how's it going? Do you guys notice the difference when it comes to that? Hey, Alex. Right away, the seller is going to think is, number one, they think they probably know you or that you're familiar with them. So if you go into every call with the assumptive approach, even, this sounds crazy, but this is something that has worked for us for a long time now. Even if the wife answers, you say, hey, Alex, how's it going? And right away, you're going to know immediately whether you got the right number. And if it's the wife is going to say something like, oh, no, he's not here. What can I do for you? I'm his wife. Bam, you're in the door. And then you move on to the next step, which is, after they say, hey, yeah, this is him. How can I help you? You immediately say who you are and your intention for the call. This is something that you want to make clear right away. This is my name and this is why I'm calling. You want to make that clear right away. So it would sound something like, hey, my name's Alex. I'm actually calling you regarding your property here on 123 Main Street. And after they answer and say, yeah, what about the property? You would say something like, hey, great. Reason I'm calling is I'm actually looking to buy a property here in the area. And I know this is super random. However, I just wanted to personally call you and see if you might be interested in selling your property. Now here you're going to hear different responses from sellers. Yeah, I've thought about it, or no, get off, or no, or never call me again, or you're the 10th person that called me this week. So if you want the rest of the script, click on the link below, go to the description, insert your email. You're going to get that entire script. You're going to get that entire script sent to you, and that's going to be extremely valuable. I will say this, a seller script there is no one size fits all. This is trial and error, and the best way that you're going to get practice and become super great and efficient at it is by literally just diving into it. Do not overcomplicate the process. Be a people person. My name is Alex. My intention is this, and this is what I can do for you. You want to be clear on the service that you provide. Guys, so my point is just be a people person. Go with the flow. Get your intention. Give them a clear message of what you intend to do and how you can serve them, and you're going to get better over time. There is no one script that fits all. However, if you want access to our script, again, just go to the description and you can find the link there. Now, here's an action plan that I want you guys to follow. Number one, you're going to get a list of leads. Now, a list of leads can either be your driving for dollars leads, or if you pull the list with the criteria that I recommended on the 30 days of wholesaling, you can do that. So absentee high equity list, or your driving for dollars list. If you're on a budget, I highly recommend you just stick to your driving for dollars list because that's going to be extremely valuable. So once you have your list of leads, the number 2 step is you're going to skip trace the leads. You're going to skip trace them with a reputable skip tracing company, which I recommend needtoskip.com. So you're going to skip trace that with them. You're going to begin to cold call. Again, if you're on a budget, stick to your cell phone. If you can afford the $90 a month with the dialer, go to allindialer.com and get signed up for that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to begin to start cold calling And if you have access to the script that I have in the description, you're gonna have a script that you can practice and practice and practice and just get better every single day. And what you're gonna begin to do is you're gonna start talking to people, even if you mess up for an entire day. Every single time that you're hopping on a dialer, you're getting better. You're getting better at talking to people. You're getting better at converting for leads. I personally have not cold called in about a year and a half because I've been running the company as a CEO now. However, I'll go back on the phones. It's on this YouTube channel to cold call. I did it for 2.5 years, but I'll do it personally just to show you guys that it's not as hard as you think. And the goal when it comes to cold calling is just getting a yes or no. If you get a yes, you build deeper rapport, and you don't always have to make an offer on the spot. We actually never make offers on the spot. We give them usually anywhere from 6 to 12. Sometimes we'll call the next day, but we give them some time so we can run our numbers and we can give them a very competitive offer in an attempt to buy their property and put it under contract. So I want to be clear, after you start cold calling, your main objective is to generate leads, talk to people, whether it's a yes or no, you keep moving. For every person that says yes, you mark it as a lead. If you're just starting, start writing down your leads on a piece of paper like this. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you the lead management software that I use to keep everything organized and consistent. Your daily goal for lead generation should be to generate anywhere from 2 to 6 leads a day. If you do this consistently, you're going to be on track to close your first deal in the next 30 days. Again, 2 to 4 leads consistently. I know some people that just get super focused and dialed in and they generate 5 to 10 leads a day. So that's just going to help expedite your journey as a real estate investor. However, just keep it consistent. Consistency is the name of the game when it comes to real estate wholesaling. And in the next few days, I'm going to be showing you guys how to comp properties, how to build more rapport with sellers, what questions to ask, and how to get finally a deal under contract. So I hope you guys are excited about that. So that is the action plan that I want you to follow if you want to get deals in real estate when it comes to cold calling. I know that a lot of this information can be overwhelming. This is the last day when it comes to lead generation. Tomorrow in day 14, we're transitioning to how to talk to sellers, what questions to ask, and finally how to get deals under contract. So I'm excited to further you along in the learning process. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Last recommendation that I want to recommend, this is a cheat code when it comes to cold calling. However, it does require a monthly budget. So if you just want to skip the line, you don't want to cold call yourself, you want to get leads generated for you, I highly recommend a service by the name of callgeeks.com. Callgeeks.com actually has over 100 agents in-house that they actually train themselves. They do quality control in-house. They have managers. It is a structured business, and I've actually used them for 2 years now where they generate leads for us. They make it super easy to the point where we just skip trace our list, hand it over to them. They generate the leads, they cold call the leads, and they just put them right into our system. And then our sales guys will, see the leads, make the offers, and we've actually got a ton of deals off their service. You can check out callgeeks.com on your own time. You can also find the link in the description. But that is a paid service that can help scale your business pretty rapidly and tremendously. Guys, that is it for day 13 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. I hope that you enjoyed this video. A lot of information, I know. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'm going to be responding to as many as possible, so just comment down any questions, comments, concerns when it comes to the cold calling process. And as usual, guys, if you are looking for additional training when it comes to real estate, we have over 50 plus podcast episodes that you can check out. We have tons and tons of amazing guests that we've interviewed on there where you can take a lot of game away and implement in your own business. So check that out, All In Podcast. Again, we have a wholesaling course that is extremely cheap for the amount of knowledge and information that we put on there. You can find the link in the description, or you can go directly to learntowholesale.com and check that out. And as usual, guys, thank you for the love and the support. Make sure you like this video, comment down below, share it with a few friends, give them some game, help them try to change their life and give them the proper vehicle so they can make money through real estate. And again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in day 14. Let's go.